Hello and welcome to a HuffBlog. This is what I'm going to be calling my vloggy things, and today we're just going to be playing a match of Heroes of the Storm while I natter on about me, my life, and anything generally going on. That's how I'm going to sort of do these, because I figure that while most people who do vlogs just sort of do vlogs, I don't want to be awkwardly staring at the camera and having nothing to back me up when I forget words or don't know what to say next. So I'm going to sort of cheat by also playing a game while I do it. The game in this case being a game that I need to do in order to finish my Heroes of the Storm daily, because just as with the Hearthstone daily I did during a test video, Blizzard games have a lot of dailies and I have a compulsion to do those dailies, so I do those dailies daily, or at least every 3 days, if I manage to complete more than one daily in one day. Do you see? So sometimes these vlogs, these HuffBlogs, will be topical, like I'll have a theme of what I'm going to talk about. Sometimes it'll just be general natter. And this one is going to be general natter, just as the Hearthstone Proto HuffBlog was a way of me testing to make sure the quality of my videos is okay. This will be making sure the quality of my actual words are okay. I want to test to see if I can, in fact, vlog and play games at the same time, or if I just end up speaking a load of old shit. And if I do, is that load of old shit good enough to put on the internet? You know, we need to know these things. So, what I'm just going to be talking about now, just to sort of ease myself into this process and introduce it, is sort of me, this channel, and how it all sort of came to be. So, I have been doing YouTube for a few years now, purely as a hobby, of course. I have, that actually sounds a bit loud. I've stuck it down to 10%. I'm going to sneak it down to 5%. That seems low, but these games always come out so loud in these sort of things. I mean, the first Hearthstone video I did, you couldn't even hear my voice, because even that game was too loud with its, you know, nice little relaxed guitars and all of that. So, okay, I've been doing YouTube for a few years. I had a channel before this one called Human Fishboy, which is my old internet handle, and this one is called HFB Gaming, which HFB was a sort of transitionatory handle. After I decided I no longer wanted to be Human Fishboy, I decided to go to HFB, and then I started pronouncing that phonetically, which became Huffba. And I should see what talent I want. That one looks good. So yeah, I'm Huffba now. And the reason I made another channel is that my old one got a copyright strike and was no longer allowed to do videos more than 15 minutes, and that cheesed me off. I can't remember what it was that did me in the end. I think it was a Minecraft video of all things, because I made the mistake of sticking in some music that belonged to the BBC, a mistake I will never make again. Don't expect me to be good at this, by the way. If you've come to this video looking for pro plays, it's not happening. This is a vlog, and this is quick match. I'm doing this casually, not to be world best. So yeah, I made a new channel, and you know, my old channel had a few thousand videos. This one is getting to have a few thousand videos. I've done pretty well, but also I've done terribly, because most of my videos are shit. Like, when you actually look at them and sort of, what's the spell even do? When you look at them and you look at like just the sound quality, the video quality, the everything quality, it was awful. But it's okay, because the reason I first started doing this channel was to give my lovely wife something to watch, because when we first started going out, when she was my girlfriend, we were long distance. I was studying professional writing at the University of Hull, whereas she was studying maths at University of Warwick. Die, Sylvanus, die! So, you know, we were not together physically, you know, in the same room as each other for very often. You know, I would take the train down, see her for a weekend, then I'd take the train up, and then it'd be like a month, maybe even more, before we saw each other again. So just, you know, we spoke to each other, you know, as often as we could, as you would expect. But I also thought that, you know, doing a YouTube channel would just sort of be a nice way for her to sort of, you know, have my horrific, nerdy voice sort of nattering in her ear while she took a break from studying, because that was the thing. She studied a lot, as you'd imagine, and you know, that was really hard stuff, and she needed to take breaks, and she likes to watch Let's Plays during her breaks, but most Let's Players are like, you know, let's face it, terrible human beings. Most Let's Players will not think twice about dropping, you know, some horrific slurs into just the general vocabulary, and, you know, just sort of make terrible, terrible jokes about all sorts of things that you really shouldn't joke about. Yeah, that's in Venom, why not? I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never played Thrall, really. So, yeah. She likes to watch Let's Plays. Most Let's Players just sort of make her feel worse than better, as you, well, I say as you'd expect, but gamers in general seem to fucking love that stuff. I don't know why. So I sort of made a channel as, you know, here is a Let's Play channel that is actually physically safe for you to watch. And, well, not physically safe. You know what I mean. Physically is a filler word, okay? So, you know, I learned a lot of things. I have slowly been improving my recording techniques. I can't say they're anywhere near perfect now, which, you know, that just means I've got room to grow. And of course, eventually, that no longer served its original purpose, because we now live together. Well, we do live together, but she works away from home, so I only actually see her for like half the week, which is terrifically sad. But it's just the way it is. For now, it will not always be the way it is, but while it is the way it is, here's some videos for her to watch, and hopefully for anyone else to watch as well. I know that my best friend likes to watch these during work. Don't tell anyone. I've sometimes got comments by like other human beings, and I love that. If you are another human being now watching this, feel free to comment. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you hate this video. I'll gladly take a bit of YouTube abuse if it means that I know that I'm not so alone. So, that's the sort of reason that my video making has not been particularly... Well, it's been quite sporadic, you know. I've not had like a strict schedule of how many videos I'll do a day, because I've never ever wanted to actually do this as a thing. I don't think I'd be very good at doing this as a thing anyway. Most Let's Players I know that are successful are sort of loud, bombastic people, and that does not really describe me very well at all. But even then, you know, I want to be a writer, as you might guess by the fact that I did professional writing at school. Hasn't happened yet. I mean, I've written stuff, I continue to write stuff, and I will continue to write stuff, but no one's paid me for it yet. But, you know, that is fine. Writing is a spectacularly slow career path. I mean, like, the average age of people who get published for the first time is 37. So I have just over, well, just around about 13 years before I can consider myself terrible, terrible failure. Let's have a look. Reduces when for a cooldown. Let's cooldown. Kill sounds good. So essentially, that's sort of why the channel exists and why I do this, and also because, you know, it's quite fun actually. It's nice to play games and then to have video proof that you played that game, because, you know, memories are fleeting, but videos last forever, or at least until YouTube takes them down because some company has decided that they hate Let's Players. Which always happens. I think Nintendo's done that for pretty much all their games now, so that is terribly, terribly sad. Though I have seen some people doing Mario Maker on YouTube lately, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe you are allowed. Who even knows? I don't know the rules. I just sort of do what I do until I get into trouble. Of course, I've never gotten into any serious trouble because I never try to monetize these videos. Why would I? I'm just playing games, you know? So, basically, no one has ever said to me, hey, you're stealing. I just get, you know, emails saying, hey, we're going to put ads on this video and make money off it, okay? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then sometimes it's like, hey, you can't play these videos in certain countries. Or in Alan Wake's case, you can't play them anywhere. Stupid Alan Wake with its copyrighted music and great soundtrack, but none of it YouTube friendly. I will actually, I'm thinking of doing another playthrough of Alan Wake, because it's a game that my wife really, really likes. But that whole, you know, music thing will have to be an issue that I will have to tackle. Maybe I'll just sort of like skip the bits with music in it, because they usually like come right at the end in faux credit sequences, so maybe I just sort of skip those. I mean, it'll make the game a bit less atmospheric and diminish from its style a little, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Alan Wake will just have to come to abrupt stops. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. I have a lot to do now because obviously my external hard drive broke, and just all these games that I wanted to do have piled up, because, as I was saying, I do enjoy, in fact, doing these videos, because it's nice to have videos, and it's sort of, it's a unique way to experience a game by sort of let's playing it, because, you know, when I'm playing a game on my own, stone-faced, silent, visibly emotionless, don't seem to be enjoying any aspect of it, but I am. But I just don't seem to be. And yet, when you're doing a Let's Play, it sort of forces you to be animated, and in a way, that kind of does make you sort of experience what's going on a bit more. Like I wouldn't say that I overact. I'm not good at it. I can't do the big reactions. Every time I've tried to do them, and I have tried to do it sometimes, you can so tell how fake it is, so I don't bother. But just through the act of like keeping yourself constantly talking, it sort of puts you in a mindset where you can naturally react to things a bit more. So it makes you experience games more vividly. So that's when there are games that I actually want to play. I do kind of like to Let's Play them, because even if no one's ever going to watch the videos, it's a good way to play it. Used to be a cumbersome way to play it, but this new this OBS program is very, very easy. It was designed more for streaming than... Oops, dead. It was designed more for streaming than for actually recording stuff, so there's not much to do with it by way of editing, so that might be a problem for me one day if like a video has a really terrible bit in it that I then... Who knows, maybe I can snip it out. I mean, I've still got my video editing software, maybe I'll just plonk the OBS file in it. I can do what I need to do without too much loss of quality. I don't know. It's all a learning experience for me. Right now, hopefully, I think all I need to make my videos pretty darn watchable is just a better mic that doesn't have the hiss. Because I can get rid of the hiss if I change various like sound settings on my computer, but it severely reduces the quality of my voice. Like, I can get rid of the hiss, but it sounds like I'm talking to you, like, you can barely even hear me. So I think just like, you know, a clearer mic that isn't just a stick of plastic on the end of an otherwise good headset would be a great way to solve that particular problem. I mean, ideally, I'd like to make videos the way Day 9 makes them. They look so good. Perhaps not with the green screen, because there's a couch behind me. I can't actually put a green screen, plus that's a pretty weird, cumbersome thing to own, so... But just, you know, the way he clearly has a microphone somewhere so he doesn't have to wear a headset at all, and yet, you know, the microphone still somehow picks up his voice and not the game, and it somehow sounds quite good. That is the sort of thing that I would go for. And if I'm playing like shit, I can say that I usually play this game a little bit better than this. Obviously, talking is taking some kind of a toll on my play experience, which I guess is when you see people who are actually streaming this, they're silent a lot of the time, you know. You watch streamers on Twitch, and most of them are just like, for ages, and it's like, well, you know, what's the point? But then you see how sort of difficult this is to do in general, and kind of understand. Speaking of streaming, I might do it one day, because it seems cool, but then, A, who would ever watch me? B, where are the memories? Because, you know, streaming things is fleeting, and once it's gone, and I like to have the back catalogue to prove that I've in fact been doing things. And C, I had no other... Oh, C, you know, then my wife couldn't see it due to the whole fleeting thing. I'd have to be streaming during times when she wasn't busy, and that would be weird. And you know what? I can, like, hear some crackling in my own ears that shouldn't be there, so maybe the sort of fizz that's being heard in my videos, maybe there is something I can do about it, I just don't know what. It happened during Alien Isolation as well. Maybe I just do need, like, a whole new headset. I don't know right now. But I'll figure it out. In the meantime, hopefully this is at least some kind of watchable. If it gets to some kind of watchable, then I have met my goal. I'm not exactly ambitious, but that's just where I am. So what do I want? Yeah, just as far as I remember from Thrall, I haven't played it much, but you just want to be buffing Wind Fury and using it as much as possible. And I think so far I've used it like twice in this entire match. How am I even doing? Yeah, I'm surprised that my team isn't hurling abuse at me, actually, but you know, good. I don't exactly want to invite that sort of thing. It surprises me. So, oh, Chaos, I can get him. No, I can't. He's surrounded by friends. I can run. I can run like a coward. That's what I can do. So, can I run like a coward? Perhaps I can't even do that. Oh, fuck. Okay, so where was I? I think I was at somewhere that was saying that I might stream, but I won't stream. So yeah, that's generally like why the channel exists, and why it will continue to exist forever. And beyond that, I'm not sure if I even actually have that much to say. I'll play this game for a little bit, see if anything sort of new comes to me. If it doesn't, I'll just sort of end. I mean, I guess that's the problem with this format. An actual vlog, you know, you hit recording, you do your thing, and then you stop when you're done. In this, I'm sort of beholden to the length of the game. Like, it could be possible that I'd be having a vlog talk that has to be cut short because the game ends. Or it could just drag on like it's doing now. It's a format experiment, but one that I'm sure I will master. Not that I'm going to be doing these things super often. I was thinking that maybe like once a week. I mean, I've already got loads of topics in mind, things that I want to talk about specifically. This one was just sort of general intro, and for some reason I thought it would take me the length of his Heroes of the Storm match to explain it. I don't know why, but I did, and now we're here. Alright, I think we're losing, and it's probably entirely my fault. So let's smack Kerrigan and do this. Was that a good use of the ultimate? No, but it intimidated the enemy team, I'm sure. It's all about demoralizing them, it's all about getting in their heads. And it's all about getting you... Yeah, there we go. We can probably get Sylvanas as well. She doesn't look like she's going anywhere. Some would call that an overextension, I call it bait. There you go, Kerrigan's gone. My team can finish this off. I died heroically. My team can finish this off. I died heroically. So yeah, come on, run! Not that I can like really pull that face, because I didn't die in the most intelligent of ways either, but I'm gonna pull the face anyway, why not? I mean, judging people far more harshly than you judge yourself is like the gamer MO, is it not? So we'll do that. Tempest Fury looks great. Let's do it. So I'm gonna go and protect Azmodan, because he can't protect himself, bless him. He just is not built for that sort of thing. So yeah, actually, you now know why the channel exists, and that's really all this introductory vlog was for. Maybe next time I will talk about my writing, I will talk about what my wife does. She wants me to rant on her behalf about some recent things that have been going on, and I am all too happy to oblige her in that regard. But for now, I think this video is wrapping up, so I'm just going to sort of press that little wrap-up video, and I'll just pretend that I won this match. If any of you ask, this match was a win. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this. I will see you later.